Paul. Yeah. Hello, all. Welcome to the Dark Room. I am Paul Hinton, the dude in the Dark Room, and it is Thursday, September 15th. It's our last summer photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild tonight. A little bit of a bummer because I love summer, and that was really fun. Our venturing through the beachfront property of Hyrule that we've been shooting for the past couple months here. Got a lot of great photos, a lot of cool stuff in my opinion. I guess I'm biased though. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of a bummer. I don't even know what the next thing is going to be. We have to talk about that at some point. But I don't want to think about it because it makes me sad. No, it doesn't really make me that sad. But it was nice. It was nice having a very clear-cut idea of what we wanted to shoot. And there's plenty of coastal regions in this game, so it was kind of relaxing to not have to worry about the next thing, or at least where to go, choosing where we were going to go. It was kind of just like a straight shot down that coast, shooting whatever we found. It's a little sad, but it's fine. We're gonna have some fun no matter what we do. Anywhere we go in this game, wherever we travel to, there's always awesome photographic opportunities for us to shoot. And I'm looking forward to whatever we got coming up next. But we still have one more night of summertime type photography. So I hope everyone's ready to just do a nice little summer send off for Zelda tonight. If you want to see any of the previous summer stuff that we did for the past couple months, or any of these other summer shoots that we had, we do have pretty much everything up on YouTube. Although, like I'm going to start doing is just putting up all the socials right away. But YouTube's a great place to keep an eye on, because that's where you're going to be able to watch all the previous... What's up, Johnny Boy? Yes, thank you. That's going to be where you can see all the previous streams. So if you miss one, you want to watch it, I would prefer it if you watched the on-demand stuff on YouTube, to be honest. Twitch... I don't like need views on the past Twitch streams on Twitch, but if you actually watch the past stuff on YouTube, it helps me out, because one of the things we're trying to do is monetize our YouTube channel. And I need like a certain amount of viewership hours and stuff like that. So if you really want to help out by just watching, and you cannot be on the stream, the next best thing you can do is actually just watch on YouTube. Because that not only adds to my total viewed hours on YouTube, which is one requirement. There's the tier that they have you get to in terms of viewed hours is pretty high. I think I need I want to say it's like 10,000 viewed hours or something like that. I don't know. I'll go over that one day. I like keeping all this stuff transparent. I think that's kind of cool. I hope that's kind of cool for everybody. Keeping everybody up to date with what we're doing in terms of like posting on social media and the analytics and all that stuff. I love sharing that, so I hope it's okay. I will say this: we did reach this weekend. We reached the 100th subscriber on YouTube. Not quite as cool as subscribers on Twitch. I love that they use the same terminology, but being subscribed to on Twitch is indicative of money being made, whereas subscribers on YouTube doesn't really mean shit until at least we can monetize the channel or whatnot. But you know what? 100 subscribers is a great first step. Or actually, it's not even like the first step. I think the first step, honestly, was like posting stuff for me personally. And I'm very proud of myself that I've been pretty good about posting regularly on there. If you know me at all, you'd know how amazing that is, because I've never been like a social media person in any way, and so I'm pretty proud that I'm willing to do all that kind of shit, But then the 100th subscription, that's just a big. They give you an achievement on YouTube, so it felt nice. We also reached I want to say 25,000 views or something like that. I got a couple achievements with it. Let's see. Let's see what this says. Hang on. Why do I don't? I was like, maybe don't need to go over this, but it's kind of cool. This stuff's really cool. I really love the way that YouTube will break down all the analytics for you. Oh no, here's what we got. We got 75,000 views was one achievement. That was pretty cool. And then we reached 250 hours of view time a couple weeks ago. And then we got our 100th subscriber this weekend. Now we're up to 110 subscribers. So thank you all. Everybody helped make that happen. I really appreciate all the love and support very, very much. And hope to keep it going. Hope I don't disappoint anybody out there that's been hoping to enjoy the content we're all creating here together. Anyway, that was really cool. And again, if you want to help support the stream and you don't necessarily have time to be on the Twitch every single time we're on here, or you just want to, catch the short little video clips because you prefer that type of content, all that will be the best place to see that is YouTube, because you can watch not only these past videos, but also the nice little short clips, the best of the best shots we got from each stream, as well as TikTok. TikTok is a great place to see all of the just short form, best of the best clips from each stream. So whatever your preferred social media is, or at least between those two, I should basically be putting everything also on Instagram, but I was trying to keep the Instagram to only the real photo stuff that we do here. But that we also have posted some video game stuff there. I don't know. Instagram is just like, I don't even know what to do with it anymore, man. I guess I was thinking I'd keep that more professional or something, but I don't know what the point of that is. I have these great ideas in my head, and I don't know if they're actually great. Anyway, check all those things out. And if you want to support the stream, obviously Patreon is a great place to help support. If you can't in any other way, thank to all my patrons, by the way. And what else have we got? Well, I hope everyone had a great week. Okay, we're coming down to the end of the week here, so I hope you've all been enjoying these last weeks of summer. This last week of summer. Summer technically ends on the 21st, right? 21st or 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Is that right? Or is it the 20th? My buddy's birthday's on the 20th. That's nice. 22nd, 21st. What day is it? Why doesn't it say it on my calendar? I don't know. I think pretty sure it's the 21st. If I'm not wrong. Anyway, it was like the last full week of summer, pretty much no matter how you want to spin it. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I hope you've been staying cool in this heat. If you're like me, you're in California, and it's been really freaking hot. I was at Disneyland from Sunday to Tuesday, and it was very, very fun. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and so we went for her birthday, and it was the first time I stayed at a Disneyland hotel, which was amazing. It was a pretty incredible experience. Very magical little trip. We caught, just like our stream, our Zelda stream from a couple weeks ago, we caught some double rainbow shots. Of course I had my camera there, I took a lot of cool photos, and there was on Monday, Monday or Tuesday, I don't think it was Monday, pretty sure it was Monday, just before the sun completely went down at sunset, a rainbow just popped up, and it was incredible. But we were on this little like train ride. I forget what the train ride is called, that just goes around the park. You can kind of like travel around the park by getting on this train and jumping from place to place. But I caught this rainbow. We were like in line for that ride, and the rainbow pops up, and I like took a couple shots of it with like the train station and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I was thinking we'd get off the train and we'd go to a spot and we'd get some cool shots of the rainbow. And then like while we're riding the little train, and I'm like watching the rainbow, I'm like trying to snap shots from the train car, but it's like terrible. because you can't get good shot. Or at least I couldn't get a good shot like that, just too cramped in there. And as we're riding, then the rainbow becomes a double rainbow. And then I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. We have to get off the train. We have to take a shot. And then by the time we got to the train station we were getting off at, the light had gone and the rainbows were gone. It was such a bummer. But I know that some people, my girlfriend was showing me, I think like one of her friends on Instagram or something was there. And this other person got the most amazing uh, double rainbow photo at Disneyland. And it was probably just like a snapshot with their cell phone. And I would have taken being in the right spot with any camera, including my cell phone, rather than being stuck on that train and having to wait for the rainbow to just disappear like that. But I did get a couple cool shots. Hopefully I'll be able to share some of those at some point, pending my girlfriend's final approval of the photos that I've taken. First, I have to vet them, and then she's got to vet them, and then I got to edit, and then who knows? So you probably in like, I don't know, I want to say 2 to 3 business years, you guys will maybe see some of those photos. So it's gonna be fantastic. If you know anything else about me, you would know that I'm terrible with sharing imagery. I mean, I should probably be taking a lot of these pictures that we're doing here and at least getting them on my Discord, which we try to get. I try to post some stuff on Discord regularly, but I'm so bad with that, which brings me to my next point. We have a really cool Discord community. And if you want to share any photos you've taken or you want to keep up to date with the stuff we're doing here on the stream, check that out. Great place to check out. Yeah, I highly encourage taking photos in your game of choice. And then that brings me to my next point, which is the song of the day, which is like a little bit of a story associated with the story in a way. Song of the day is going to be Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. This is the remastered version. I couldn't find if there's like an actual music video. It looked like a live music video performance type thing. But either way, this is just the song. Okay, so not only is that song kind of fitting just because Hit Me With Your Best Shot, it's kind of like, I mean, you could think of it as like Hit Me With Your Best Photo, your favorite shot or whatever. Which, you know, like I said, post your favorite in-game photography stuff on the Discord if you wish, if you please. But also, while we were at Disneyland, I went on what was the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, but is now the Guardians of the Galaxy something. I forget what the actual name of the ride is. That ride is ridiculous. It's just I don't know if you've never been on it. It's just like literally they just like shoot you up and then keep dropping you. You're just in an elevator type thing and you just keep shooting up and then dropping straight down. And of course, you know, you get that nice little sinking, floating, free fall feeling in your stomach that I felt like 1,000,000 times in my life on pretty much every roller coaster, ride, whatever. Anything with a drop, you get that feeling. And honestly, I've always enjoyed it. I've always had a great time. I've ridden the Viper in reverse at Six Flags. Okay. I know my stuff here. I've ridden Riddler's Revenge. Okay. I stood on that thing. Actually, I found that standing was actually a very interesting feeling for a roller coaster. But anyway, I've always enjoyed that feeling since I was a kid. You know, I understand that I'm safe and it puts you, you know, gives you a little thrill. It's great. Whatever was going on with me this day that we rode the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, I think like I hadn't been sleeping. I had to wake up super freaking early for me to enjoy our Disneyland experience to its fullest. So I was like kind of running on low sleep, a little tired, you know, a little worn out. And we went on that ride like first thing in the morning. I was probably on there at like, I don't know what time it was, probably like 7:30 in the morning. No, it couldn't have been 7:30. We got in early into the park because we stayed at the hotel. Like we could get in at 7:30 or whatever. We were riding it. Let's say 9 a.m. I was riding this ride. And I was like, I knew what to expect. But after the first drop happened, and my body immediately put me into like a panic mode. Like I immediately went into this panic mode. And I was like trying to calm myself down the whole time. But like I've never been, and like I knew it was like, again, I was like, why am I scared? Why am I feeling like this? Like gave me, it induced a panic attack in me somehow. And by the last drop, I was just like done. I was like done. It shoots you up. Like one of the last drops it does, it shoots you up, and then you're looking out from a window, like whatever 30 stories up, looking out over the park. Just so in case you felt like you weren't really that high up, just in case, because you're looking at a little screen the whole time during these drops. You're not, it's hard to tell if you're actually really far up or if it's just dropping you like 20 feet off the ground. But no, you're actually looking out, you're 30 stories high or whatever. And I think I had a panic attack. My girlfriend was saying that a lot of people have panic attacks on that ride, and I guess I induced one. I don't think I've ever had a panic attack like that. It's crazy. I still enjoyed it though. Okay, it was still a lot of fun. But anyway, point of the story is it was playing. This is the song, the Pat Benatar song was the soundtrack during the ride, which I understand they do a different song each time you ride it. And I guess my girlfriend was saying that it's like a slightly different experience each time. Like there's more or less intense versions depending on what song it is. It's crazy. Well. Yes, thank you. Long stories here. But anyway, bottom line, the intensity of that ride is like so far above anything else at Disneyland. It's like crazy. It's such a different experience. So don't go on that ride if you are a panicky type person. If you are inclined to panic attacks, no, don't go on that ride. Or go on it and face your fear. I'm gonna go on it next time we're there. I'll tell you that much. I don't care how scared I was. Plus, there's like a second version at night. I guess they changed the ride, and you can do like a slightly different version of it, and we didn't end up getting to do that, which I would have done at what ride I just got here. I was talking about what was the Tower of Terror ride at Disneyland, but is now it's a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Thing was gnarly. The thing was gnarly. And it was playing Pat Benatar. That's why the Pat Benatar song, which I posted right there, Gare, is the song of the night, because double entendre, hit me with your best shot, is like photography, but then also Disney did hit me with their best shot, and it got me. They got me with their best shot, I'm sorry. Enjoy that song. And other than that, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you all had a good week, like I said. I hope you're ready to have some fun. Last night of summer photography here in Zelda, so without further ado, let's jump in. We have a long edit session. Last time we shot a lot of choo-choo stuff last week, so we had to get through all of that, and that will take us a couple minutes here, as always. So let's get started so we can get to shooting, because we don't have much more summer left. Today I felt like, the past couple days were amazing. Disneyland was so freaking hot though. It was also very, very humid, which I do not like. I prefer the dry heat. The humid heat, I can't stop sweating. It's like the breeze doesn't even dry off, Anyway, so. Where the hell were we? Man, we made some good, we made some good progress across this southern edge of the coast, the southern coast here, which there is really only the southern coast and the eastern coast, I suppose. There is not really a northern coast or an eastern coast here, so we made it through half of the beaches, I want to say, and we're gonna probably get over to Lurelin Village here. I don't think we're gonna, unless I really limit the amount of shooting that we're gonna accomplish. I doubt we're gonna get out of this area. I really did want to do at least a decent amount of shooting here in Lurelin Village, since it's the first it's going to be pretty much the first village that we take a lot of time to photograph. We did a little bit of Goron City, and we did a little bit of Hateno Village, I guess, but that was kind of really, we were only barely scraping the real like city area of those spots. Whereas today I'm going to really focus on Lurelin Village, and then we'll get over to the Gobi Shores. We'll do Corn Beach. We'll do Lurelin, and then we're going to get over here. God, I guess we're not going to, we might not even get to Eventide, man. But that's like so much. Maybe I'll get my act together. Maybe we can do like another Zelda stream before next week. Perhaps. I don't want to promise anything. And then if that doesn't, you know, if we don't get over there, that's fine. Because we have next summer, which hopefully maybe I'll still be doing some Zelda stuff next summer. If Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, we might be playing that. Hateno Beach. Oh, there's so much to shoot, dude. I should have been doing... Why did I stamp a shield there? I do not know what that is supposed to be indicative of. We probably should have done like... Because I guess if we had been doing 2 days of Zelda photography a week, judging by the amount of space that we travel, the amount of distance we travel, we might have been able to make it further up this direction, but... I don't know. Either way, you know what? Let's not talk about the future. Let's talk about the present. A fun hill to shield slide down. You know what, dude? Gary, that actually could be right. That could very well be. I don't know what I would have marked. That also just might have been an accident. We can explore that later. But anyway, we've been traveling across the southern coastal areas. We started at Lavera Beach, went all the way down, We've been on Clarnet Coast for the past couple weeks, which has been taking forever. I thought we were going to be... It's because that choo-choo shoot was an entire day, and that we didn't travel anywhere. We've just been stuck right here. Because we didn't make very much headway after we left the Ares Beach Bay area. It doesn't matter. Either way. What did we shoot last time? Well, we did a huge choo-choo shoot. Lots of choo-choo shots. It was a lot of fun. But we gotta cut back on these guys, man. We don't have that many. Spots in our camera roll. This shot's pretty cool. 2 choo-choos. One of them, the largest choo-choo, is jumping up. That's kind of fun. Let's just do a brief overview. I do really like this single shot of this giant choo-choo. This is a cool shot. I should have gotten a clip of this. I don't know why. I think the reason I didn't get a clip is just because I didn't leave the photo up for long enough or something. It didn't seem like it would make a good clip, but the shot's pretty fun. I do wish those mountains in the distance along the beach on the right side there had some structure to them that made it interesting. There's like kind of like a weird geometric shape to that mountainside that looks unnatural to me. It probably has to do with also the distance that we're at. Like maybe it would look a little bit more well resolved, a little closer. I just don't like its silhouette. It looks very, very polygonal, and I'd like it to poly be gone and give me something better, you know. Cool shot of that choo-choo though, and that we were trying to go for these moments when the choo-choo's electricity was bursting around it. Usually after they land an attack or are recharging their attack. Love this shot of the moonrise going up over Cajolet Rock there. And the 2 choo-choo just at their little camp. This shot could have been... I was hoping for a better moon shot. And if you recall, we did not have an opportunity for that second moon cycle because... the moon just like wasn't there for some reason. The moon sprite disappeared. Kind of frustrating, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And then we found that little baby choo-choo that popped up from a barrel, and then we started to get these really fun choo-choo family portraits. We got this one of the rainbow and the 3 choo-choo. I'll probably save this one. It's such a bummer how faded the images look, though. super low contrast, super low saturation, super not fun, you know? And this is the type of shot that maybe we could do something about in Photoshop if we bring this in, which we will try. I know we've been talking about that for a while, but I do plan on trying to edit these and just see what we can get away with how compressed the image files are that we're getting out of this. See what we can get away with in terms of tweaking the image at all. So yeah, we shot so many choo-choo shots. So many choo-choo shots. It's going to be hard to... Well, there's actually quite a few. I can just immediately say I can delete that one. But I do want to save at least a few of these. Or at least one. Maybe... Here's what we'll do. We'll get like one good one good family portrait shot. And then maybe we'll keep like one good single choo-choo shot as well, because we cannot keep all these, obviously. So let's go through. Let's delete the ones I can almost immediately say I'm not going to keep. Selfie shot, I know we're not going to keep this. Let's delete that. Just kind of thin out the numbers a little bit. This shot, the choo-choo's turned away from the camera. Sup, ignorant? Thank you. Hope you're ready for our fun night of summer photography, our last summer photography night. Hope you had a good week. Hope you're ready to hang, have some fun. This shot, I can know right away. The choo-choo's turned away from the camera, and I did kind of like the fact that it looks like they're kind of watching the sunset or the sunrise in a way, but that's not the shot we really wanted. I wanted the choo-choo looking at me, and I wanted that starburst, the sunburst over Koholet Rock, and we kind of missed it, so that's definitely a goodbye. This shot's garbage compared to this one, because we like this is as the choo-choo's charging back up, it releases those awesome lightning bolts, those electrical bolts out of its body, and that adds such a cool element. So if we have a shot like that where it's, you know, one without those awesome explosive bolts going on, and then one where it's just a regular choo-choo electricity, I'm definitely keeping those explosive electricity shots. Again, same thing with this one. Pretty much same deal. This one doesn't have as much intense electricity going on. This one does. Plus the choo-choo's a little bit closer to camera here, so we'll keep that one. And again, the obvious ones. I shot this of the monster. Wait, what's this guy called? The monster night merchant, monster merchant. I think it's monster merchant. I should know this, but I don't. I think I only shot this so that we had an idea to maybe get it during this play session tonight, because we are close to Lurelin Village right here. He pops up right outside Lurelin Village, just on the edge of Corn Beach right here. So we might try to get a cool shot of him. I love those colors. He's got such extravagant colors, vivid colors, popping off his little balloon that he flies on. All that junk that he's got for sale. So we can delete that one because we know it's just a marker for what we wanted to shoot this time. Same with this one. This is Lurelin Village. This is what we're probably going to spend most of the night shooting. We did one little overall shot. I guess we were kind of playing around with one angle, one direction that we can shoot in for a nice wide shot of the village. And we got a little flying V in there. But we're going to be shooting this a lot tonight, so let's not keep that one. Save our room. This is a really funny close-up shot of the choo-choo, but it's kind of boring. It's unique because of the way we shot it, but we can get a cool choo-choo shot like this with maybe something more interesting. I did like the way the sun looks. That sunburst up there right in the center of the frame is kind of interesting, but no, we'll delete that one. The leaping choo-choo. I know this is not going to be one of the three furs we keep, because we're going to keep the three under the rainbow. And I know this is not one of the best family portrait shots we got, so we'll delete that one. I know this one we're not going to keep. I thought interesting composition compared to what we usually do, but I don't like that framing. I wish I should have positioned myself further to the right so that we had avoided looking at that mountainside, because that's just completely closing off basically that entire top right half of the frame. And if we had something cool like we have in that top left corner, it would have helped that photo open up quite a bit. Right here, it just does not look, it really does not look that inviting to me. It's like it's closing you off on that whole side. And that's like my eye is going straight into that background on the left as it steps above those choo-choos, the 3 choo-choo sizes. But I just don't like that whole right side of the frame. Absolutely terrible. So we'll delete that one, only because it's, again, we know we only want to keep one of those 3 choo-choos shots. And it's not going to be that one. It just doesn't make the cut. Same with this one. This one's great. We didn't get, I guess this is really the only sunset looking in this direction that we photographed, or at least that we kept. And that does, I love the way the coast looks there. I'm not crazy about the way that large choo-choo's jumping. I think I would have preferred the choo-choo to be on the ground here, or if it had been jumping, I probably could have waited for its blob structure to maybe change. I also just don't like the way that the choo-choo's head is like almost exactly at the tip of that ridge line up there, those bluffs. I don't like that. It just doesn't feel good. I would have preferred the choo-choo to either been a little bit higher above that mountain or further down, and allowing you to see the top of the mountain. I just don't like the way that adds up. It just doesn't add up. I love the way the coast looks, though, looking down. It especially gets beautiful looking once you get past, or once you get towards those palm trees on the left side of the frame, and the background falls out of focus slowly as it gets, or I guess not even slowly, just abruptly falls into focus after those palm trees, or falls out of focus after those palm trees. Anyway, I'm going to delete this shot. Sunset looks great, though. But no, I know this is not one of the best 2 choo-choo shots that we got. This single shot, I do like this one, but I just know that there's some much more exciting ones in here. I mean, look at that moonrise shot, which I'm not even the biggest fan of this shot. I actually probably will delete this, but it also is the only moonrise shot we got with those guys. This single one's okay. Yeah, but those mountains in the background. Again, I think I was talking about how if that mountainside, and if that was Death Mountain or something, I think this shot could have been really cool, because I love the way you can follow the beach, the actual sand and the water. That line kind of leads you from the choo-choo, leads you back. It swoops back towards those palm trees, and then from the palm trees, your eye kind of just falls right onto that mountainside. But the mountainside sucks. That thing sucks. It just looks so strange to me, like that hard ramp angle on it. Just doesn't look good. So let's just delete that one. I have enough complaints about it. I'll just delete it. This moonrise, I'll keep this for now, but I kind of know I'm going to delete it. There's just so much junk in the frame. Before we decided to smash all those boxes and smash that barrel, we were leaving them there and trying to frame around them, and that was actually a big mistake because they ended up popping into my frame. We also have a little bit too much of the cliffside on the left. Again, closing off. That whole cliff is just kind of closing off what would be a beautiful landscape behind, or seascape behind it. And if I had positioned myself a little bit more to the left and panned, looked more out to the ocean, we would have had a beautiful seascape type view rather than this like mountainside, these bluffs on the left side of the frame. I'll keep it for now, though. I'll keep it for now, but I know I'm going to delete that one. I do just know it. That's a good 3-fer. That's a good family portrait shot at sunrise. Color in the sky looks great. We probably could have used maybe a little bit more interesting looking clouds in the sky there. I think the sky could be a little bit more exciting, but that's okay. Decent. This 3-fer, I love the way they lined up here in their, smallest to tallest pecking order. Not a fan of those shadows on the ground from the mountain. I love the shadows from the choo-choo. Those are great. But the mountainside shadow, especially that one along the bottom left on the sand. It just looks terrible. And then the one above that, it's like all you can see is those polygons. Doesn't look like a natural shape to that shadow. And I mean that beach. This is at midday, so that there's no beautiful color, which isn't a bad thing necessarily because we are trying to emphasize that summer type vibe, and I think this time of day is fitting for a beach type shot. Also, the colors and contrast are way more vivid at this time of day, so we do get beautiful color and contrast. But kind of a boring shot, I guess. Between these two, I don't know if I'd want either of those. What are our other threefers? Let's actually go between. Oh, and then these singles. I guess, okay, we have sunrise threefer, rainbow threefer, and then the two sunny beach threefers. So let's get rid of one of these sunny beach ones first. I like that the way all of their shadows are contained here in this frame. But I kind of like that the way that they're more spread out in the frame in this one. Disgusting blob. And I guarantee we'll just end up deleting both of those anyway, because I mean the sunrise shot here is cooler, I think, altogether. But between these two, between these two, Paul, calm down. Between these two, zippy doo dah, yeah. Between these two, I think I would keep. I like this one where they're spread out more. I think the frame feels much more well balanced. The shadow on the left doesn't bother me as much because the tiny choo-choo is composed in front of it, so it breaks that very hard lined geometry of that shadow compared to this one. So we'll keep, even though again I like how they're stepped in this one from smallest to tallest, but we'll keep this one. Delete that one. Okay. So many to get rid of. And then we only have these three for the threefers. Three threefers. And my question now is, do we want to keep the three choo-choo with the rainbow and another one, or do we only want the rainbow? I think maybe I should just only keep the rainbow, because I know the second image is the tiny choo-choo making such eye contact. Yeah, I like, yeah, that too. That one's great. He's looking right at me. It's looking at me, Gary. Disgusting blob. I will never stop quoting Ghostbusters while we shoot choo-choos, or at least especially these green ones. Much more Slimer-like than the blue or ice choo-choos, the regular choo-choo or the Johnny ice choo-choos. Thank you. Yes, thank you. There's our man, dude. There's Vigo. I will, by the way, I have to do, Ghostbusters is on my list of photography in potential, because there's quite a few photographic elements in both Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I haven't seen the new ones. Are both of them out? I didn't see the reboot, the original reboot with Kristen Wiig. I didn't see that one, and then I also didn't see the newest, if that one even came out. Did that one come out yet? I'm not even sure. I should know this as a Ghostbusters fan. Anyway, regardless, there's some photography in there, and I do mean to talk about that. There was a little bit of, or I spotted some photography in potential at Disneyland too, specifically in the Indiana Jones ride. There's this moment where you're walking through the line, and there's like this cage of all these items, and there's some camera stuff inside this cage. And especially interesting to me was there's a camera set up on a little mini tripod. And I didn't take a picture of it. I should have taken a photo of it, but I missed it. Goofy cartoon where he's learning photography. Ooh. Is it at Disneyland, or is that just like, generally speaking, there's a Goofy cartoon? We got to look at that. I'm going to have to check that out. Anyway, let's just speed things up. And let's just keep the rainbow with the choo-choo because, I mean, that's the most incredible shot we got for sure. In my opinion, I think all these other ones, while they are beautiful, I think I'd prefer this one. And again, I have such a limited amount of space. Old cartoon. Okay, he had a series where he'd learn stuff like how to do a home gym, how to camp and ski. Oh, I bet he was always messing things up. But there was a lot of hijinks going on with Goofy and those little cartoons. But yeah, I gotta check out that photography one. Sounds awesome. Okay, yeah, let's just keep the sun or the rainbow one. Let's just keep the rainbow one. At least the rainbow one over this sunny one. Oh, God, it's so hard to delete these. I love these shots, but I gotta make these tough choices. We can always come back here and get some of this stuff again if we really wanted to. Probably not gonna happen, but that's okay. Yeah, let's just keep rainbow 3 fur. This shot is cool, but again, I think just compared to the rainbow, it's lacking. So bye. Moonrise shot, as magical as this shot is, there's so much issue with it to me. Like, I just don't like it. There's nothing really exciting except for the fact that you can see the moon there, and I guess the palm trees kind of read really well. The scene itself doesn't look that great. I don't think that's a good frame for, like, if we took, let's remove, imagine, if you will, removing both those choo-choo, removing the moon from the frame, everything else would look like total garbage, in my opinion. None of that is really composed well. There's no good shape or structure going on. There's no good flow through the image. You can't really, I'd not seen much interest going on there. So let's just delete this one. I really wish we got a better moonrise shot, but at least we got that one. And we got those rainbows, so that's fun. This shot's cool, but again, also, I think if we removed the choo-choo from the shot and the landscape was all we had to look at, this would be a pretty boring landscape or seascape shot, so goodbye on that one. This is a beautiful sunrise, so I guess we can keep... That's a potential keeper. I love the color going on there. That looks great. The sunrise looks really cool. I do very much enjoy those rocks stepping out into the ocean along the horizon there on the rightish side of the frame. That's coming in. Okay, and then, but this is basically the same shot. So between these two, definitely the second one. I like the choo-choo's position a little bit better. He's a tiny bit closer to frame. I like the electrical pulse going out of him a little bit better. There's like a little bit more detail in the sky, it seems like. It seems like that hot spot kind of went down a tiny bit in the second shot, so there's more cloud structure in the sky as well. So definitely this one versus this one. Keeping that one, getting rid of that one. Love that shot. Here again, same shot. So between these two, I think I'd stick with the one we kept here. Because while I was trying to let the sun rise up, come up a little bit more, and then that does help reduce the amount of blown out area in the sky. It does seem to kind of like feather the hot spot from the sun a little bit better. It's like a very intense centralized hot spot in the very, very beginning stages of the sunrise. And then as we move on, it kind of seems to like feather that hot spot from the central area of the sun. But then what that also did is kind of made the shape of that hot spot not as interesting. Like, I don't mind here. I actually kind of like that you can see a nice circle of that hot spot, whereas here the hot spot just kind of fades into the top and left side of the frame almost. Whereas here, at least it's kind of got a shape to it that's held within the frame, and that kind of makes it look like there's like a little bit of a vignette going on to the image, and that's going to pull our eye into the frame rather than letting your eye fall out, where the hotspot's falling out of the top of the frame. So I'll keep this one versus this one. Still, also, I still like that choo-choo pose much better. This one kept, this one gone. And then this one we got a flying V, so that kind of changed things. Everything changed. Everything changed here. Both really cool shots. This one has a flying V, but this one we were a little bit closer to the choo-choo and on a little bit wider of a lens, and that emphasized the choo-choo as it's the closest, pretty much the closest subject in the frame. Whereas this one looks like we went a little bit longer on our focal length. We backed off a little bit, and then the choo-choo kind of feels like they're a little bit more as a part of that scene, or they're not standing out from the scene quite as much, I guess. And we have the flying V. Ooh. But I still like this shot better. I like that wider shot. Again, I think there's so much that's helping you, pulling us into the frame. Whereas this one, it just feels like maybe it's like a little bit too much going on for like a centralized area of focus, or at least a main subject of focus. But that's, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing. I like it when the images seem a little more complicated. Minimum mountain flow with that mountain. Mid flow looks like a blobfish. Oh yeah. It's funny. I was like looking at blobfish recently because I saw a picture of one and I was like, do they really look like that? And then I read this whole thing about it's like they only look weird out of water because they're deep sea fish. So like they're usually compressed and they look much more normal underwater or whatever. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Let's keep this one for now. I'm going to keep this one for a second because that's a good flying V shot. I know this one's not as good as this first one. We almost got a combination of these two with this second shot. Almost, but we lost the flying V's position in the sky. And again, that whole hot spot is now just the entire top left corner of the frame, as opposed to it being held and centralized in one spot here. Not a gelatinous blob. No blob underwater, right, yeah. Look like a normal-ass fish underwater, yeah. It's interesting. You learn something every day. Anyway, so this one definitely not as cool as this first one with the flying V, I would say. So we'll delete that one because we keep this at the first flying V. And then we have these two shots. Now, do I like these ones more than the actual close to sunrise? I think I'm gonna enjoy this one the most. I think in general. Yeah, I'm trying to make this happen fast instead of analyzing each one. Fast, Paul? We've been on here for 40 minutes talking about these things. Okay, I told a lot of Disney stories, okay? Give me a break. And I know I'm going to regret my decision. No matter what decision I make, I will regret it because that's just how my brain does it. Does life. Oof. Different side of the frame for the choo-choo on these ones. Still, these are great shots too, though. Okay, I'm going to keep... I'm pretty sure I like this close-up shot where we still have the entire sun's hot spot in the frame, that whole hot spot going off into the distance there. I think I like this one versus this one. Fuck, do I though? God, it's so hard to decide between these sometimes. I don't know. Eventually, like I said, it would be sweet to do a happiest stream on Earth. Yeah. I try to make it happy. I try until I get very disappointed with my own work. I mean, I think the color alone makes these sunrise photos better than these midday shots or at least late morning shots. So let's delete these ones. I'll delete those ones, and then all we gotta do is decide on between these two, sunrise. And I think I'm gonna go for this one. I think I like this one the best. I love how close the choo-choo is, right up in our face like that. The electricity's going all the way across the frame, which is interesting looking. I think that makes it look a little bit more interesting. So yeah, let's keep this one. We'll delete this one. And then that's it. And then we're good. And then we're only saving, like I said, we did 1 3-for-1 choo-choo with the rainbow. I can almost guarantee I'll probably end up saving this one, and we'll probably delete this one at some point. But that gives us some space. I love the shot of Lizalfos and the moon rising up. Although the Lizalfos here really could stand out a lot better. Yeah, whatever. We don't need to describe those ones. We already talked about those. Okay, how much room do we have on our roll? We got 22 shots. Good number. It's usually where we leave it, I want to say. Let's save so we don't need to review again. And then what are we going to do this evening? Well, there was an Octorok right here when we left last time, but it looks like they are gone. I had kind of Saltman, what's up, buddy? Thank you, my friend. Hope you're having a good night. Let's do it. Last night of our summer photography, man. It's sad, but it's you know, it's just how it is. But sorry, there's plenty more cool stuff to photograph in Hyrule than this coastal areas. I did have this shot in mind before we wrapped last time of an Octorok with these cool rock structures, but you know what? I think we should just walk to the village and just start shooting all this stuff. What's up, lizard? Come here. Hightail it. Hightailed it. Also, the weather sucks right now, so there's not really going to be anything to shoot for a minute. It's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Also, let me put on my sand shoes, even though I still do not know 100% if these are doing anything in this type of sand or not. Why I have not figured that out. Well, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Okay, there's an Octorok. Oh, 2 choo-choo, 3 choo-choo. Oh shit, dude. Let's avoid them. Maybe I'll get a good 3 choo-choo shot in a second. Maybe. We did so much choo-choo last time, though. It's like I'm almost bummed that we only spent the entire time doing choo-choo stuff, in a way, you know? Water buffalo. Yeah, let's leave those 3 choo-choo there. If we are going to shoot a 3-for-1 choo-choo shot, sure as shit ain't doing it in a rainstorm. Although, you know what? That's fun anyway. That's fun anyway. I like that they're all rolling in the same direction. Do you guys go... Do they go back under the... Yeah, they go... They kind of like melt down into the ground. The other one's thinking about it. He's like, do I want to go in there? I guess so. I guess I'll shrink back down. The other one's like, hurry up, dude. I got to get to my little spot to shrink on down. Taking one last gaze. He's like, okay. Okay. And then maybe we'll fuck around with those guys in a little bit, but not right now. We got a water buffalo. We gotta scope the situation while we have this weather. And you know what? It is gonna stop raining and maybe we'll get a sweet rainbow. We might get a good rainbow. It is possible. Yeah, this side of the beach is really nothing, really not really much cool stuff going on here, I would like to say. Other than those choo-choo. So hopefully we'll just get through. I'll go back and I'll shoot this choo-choo when the sun actually pops out. But for the most part, I'd like to shoot a lot of Lurelin Village right here. There's our sun. Let's see if a rainbow already popped out anywhere. Make sure those things do not last long. So I'd like to catch, if we did have one, I'd like to catch it ASAP. ASAP Mo-C. But I'm not seeing one. No rainbows. Unclear what causes the rainbow to be generated. It's just random. I guess it would just be random because does it have to do with the position of the sun compared to the when it stopped raining? I do not know. I do not know. And the type of clouds are in the sky. I do like this little window right here. There's like this little window. Take that, Hardy Radish. This little window through these trees looking at Lurelin Village. I spotted this last time. I thought that was kind of fun. Let's try to do something like that first. Love it if we had like a good frame with one of those trees on either side of the left and right side of the frame. Probably should be as wide as I can get and as close. Something like that. Got a little bit of some flare coming in. Although it disappeared when I took the picture. Maybe there's a little bit of flare. That's alright. That doesn't feel as well framed as I thought it would. Looking through that. Maybe that's like the shrine only type of shot. And I feel like we could do something with this thing. Something. Also, if something special happened. Ooh, you see the shadow of those birds on the ground? Maybe we can get like one of those shadows just as that bird flies overhead. Although ideally I would be a little bit more elevated so that we would see that shadow on the ground. Although I don't know if those birds are gonna keep flying. I don't see no shadows anymore. Not seeing those shadows, Paul. Maybe it's like a longer lens thing. I think for it to hold as like a good little, like frame in the frame. Thank you. So really, you say, oh God, Harold. Harold? Yeah, but then you lose because we're not on our wide lens. Then we lose so much of the frame that is being built by these trees. Because I kind of want like all of the greenery on the top of the trees, plus looking through them at some part of the village. Get all those little huts separated and in between those little areas of the tree that create that little frame. I'm not too stoked on those. Maybe later in the day that might look kind of cool. Either way, let's go shoot. Let's go try to grab one of them choo-choos. Oh, there's that Gerudo. What are they doing over there? What does that Gerudo do over there? Let's go find out, and then maybe when we get back to those choo-choo, it'll be like a nice sunset. Hang on. This person has piqued my interest. Plus, maybe we'll get a good portrait of them while they're chilling. Should have just used cryonesis and jumped over these, but that's fine. Ooh, there's a chest down there, too. Maybe I'll try to remember this chest. Oh, there's 2 of them. This shore is littered with treasure chests. Take this ore. Is there a Korok right here? No. Maybe you can use that rock to get a... Oh, wait. This is a Korok, though. This, I happen to know, will be... Shit. Okay, let's go. What are you doing? Oh, it's going to start to rain, too. Okay, this Korok will wait. Let's go, Fuck, it's going to start to rain. What are you doing, dude? Come on. Just want to get one shot of those 3. Oh, come on, dude. No! All sloppy. Paul sloppiness again. Oh. No. Oh, God damn it. Okay, just swim, Paul. Oof. It's okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We'll get one good shot. Take that mighty porgy. Okay, run, run. Run along the sand. Okay, yep. You, like, really do not want your stamina to completely deplete, because then you'd have to... It takes so much longer for it to charge. Like, overtired. Okay, yeah, we're going to be able to get one... We'll be able to get, like, 1 or 2 shots of these choo-choo. Come here, choo-choos. Or do they only come out if it's raining? Is that the deal? No! Are they over here? There's a Lizalfos. I don't want to shoot a Lizalfos. Not that I don't want to shoot a Lizalfos. Here we go. This actually could be kind of cool. Come here, buddy. That's kind of interesting. I like that sunburst going on, of course. I'm so sick of that little Clarinet Coast area, though. Ah. Give me a tongue and then we'll talk. Come here, Lizalfos. Ooh, look at Johnny boy right back there. Ooh, leaping Lizalfos. I'll keep it for now. At least he's got an actual sword in his hand. That's pretty incredible. I was really hoping one of those choo-choo. But they're not popping out. Give me a taunt or something fun. This guy's gonna be boring. I'm just done with this side of the coast, and I'm done with these Lizalfos. It's like, yeah, these shots are okay, but it's like, one of the 3 choo-choos. Oh, and it's gonna start to rain. Oh, darn it. Super, super simple backdrop here.
Now it's locked in place.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
It would be
So
cool
really,
to have a shot of Lizalfos completely in the water. That might look kind of cool. No. Give me a little bit of light before this. No. It could have looked cool with him completely in the water like that. But we lost all the color because this started to rain. The sun's already going down. That's okay. That's an okay shot. All right, you know, let's just get rid of this guy because it's kind of... Can't carry any more melee weapons. What? Hang right on. We could probably drop something. I do not need a twig. I don't need a tree branch. I'll take the soldier's broadsword. Oh, goodness. Okay, so it is raining, though. Are those choo-choo going to pop out now that it's raining? Or is it because they left? Are they just gone? Definitely don't want to deal with Boko goblins. Or stout goblins right now. Deal with these guys. Let's go see if that night market, monster merchant guy popped up. Because I'm not sure if that's like an every night thing. Oh, no, he's there. Okay. So it must be every night he'll pop in. And unfortunately, we are not going to get a good moonrise. Because it's raining, of course. Although you never know, it could slip through the clouds. There it is. Oh, goodness, dude. Monster Merchant, hang on. I got this. Get a little closer, dude. Get a little closer. I was hoping I'd get with Caholet Rock in there. And it's going to go up into the freaking clouds, and we're not even going to be able to shoot it. Hang on, Monster Merchant. I love those palm trees. Let's get wide. There's the moon. Let it get above those trees right there. A little bit higher. Boom. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. I think I actually want to back off and get a little bit more of a tight frame because I'd love those palm trees to be a little bit more dominant in the frame. They're like recessed because of how wide I am. I can help them get a little bit larger in my frame. Also, maybe let's get like, what if we get like a real close-up like this with this Monster Merchant in the moon? Like that, dude. Although, you know what we need is a fire arrow. Or here's what we'll do. We'll do the old Salt Man trick, and Salt Man we trust. Let's do the Salt Man drop. Drop a piece of wood. And then we'll light it on fire. Whoops. Just make sure we get our fire arrows equipped. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? Nothing's going to happen anyway because... Oh, no. Well, first of all, I scared him. But that would be such a fun shot. It's just... I can't use that trick because... I can't use that trick because we have raining right now. It's okay. We're going to get... This is at least a pretty rad shot of the moon with this Monster Merchant. Let that moon get a little bit higher on the left side of the frame. Balance out this bright object on the right side of the frame. Love the way the beach is looking with that reflection of the moonlight off of it. That's pretty cool. And it's a good stepping stone into our fall type photography. Which would be more spooky type stuff since we'll be getting into the Halloween spooky time theme pretty soon. I think that will probably be our next like theme of the stream. The theme of the stream will be creepy spooky stuff, and so this is a good stepping stone. But let's actually keep shooting this guy out. Maybe we can grab a couple more. Maybe we can get the backs or this side of his cart. That shows his cart a lot more detail and a lot more detail on this side. Palm trees. Maybe we can get the moon. Whoops. Maybe we can get the moon like just above his cart, kinda. With those palms. Like that. That's pretty nice. Ooh. That's a pretty cool one. Doesn't even bother me that it's raining as much because we can see the moon. And he has his own light source, so all the colors are very vivid and popping out really nicely there. Awesome. I wish there was maybe something else cooler going on in the background. All we really had are those palm trees. And now let's try to grab Moonrise over Lurelin, since this is going to be our main subject. Or I was hoping to make this our main subject today. So how would I get this? We're going to want to be at a lower position, so we're looking up. Let's get a little closer to the water. Maybe we can use the water's reflection as part of the element in the frame. The reflection off that water is really cool, the color and stuff. Okay. But I really want that focus all the way on the moon, which we might not be able to get. Let's put that raft somewhere where it'll stand out a little better. Let's just take one. Not bad. The moon really needs to get into focus, though. And damn you for not showing me the top and bottom of my frame. Oh, wait. Whoa, wait. I also missed a bunch of shit here. Hang on a second. You missed last Thursday. Yeah, it was all choo-choos, Salt Man. We did... Yeah, I shot... We shot those electric choo-choo that we came across for the entire stream. It was a 3 choo-choo shoot. We were doing the 2 choo-choos, and then one baby choo-choo popped out of a barrel that I broke. Not a fan of the choo-choos. The way the choo-choos are drawn, they don't seem to match the rest of the game aesthetically. Always stuck out to me. Yeah, I feel... I know what you mean. I know what you mean. They are very popular, though, for some reason. You know what? My choo-choo video clips, the choo-choo clips I've done, have been some of the most popular little clips so far. So somebody likes them. And that, like, all I did, because all we shot was choo-choos last time, I just did, you know, like 15 choo-choo clips that will be up on YouTube on Saturday, and they're up on TikTok right now. So if you want to see those highlights, check out the TikTok or the YouTube late, you know, on Saturday they'll be up. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. They do feel a little strange compared to everything else. And they are very different because choo-choo are in... I mean, all the little blob guys in all the Zelda games, I'm pretty sure those are always all choo-choo, right? If I'm not mistaken. But they're very cartoon-like in this game. I know what you mean. They don't seem to be grounded in this world as much as the other guys are. I know exactly what you're talking about. But anyway, when they pop up, we'll go shoot them, you know. And we do have our choo-choo portfolio going on. Anyway, great shot of that moon rising over Lurelin, but I think we can get it. I just want to get that moon in focus, if possible. So I gotta stay tilted up. Let's get one with the moon just above the shrine. I think that would be kind of fun. So if we tilt up, tilt down really quick and shoot the photo like that, that will hold the moon in focus. That looks great. The bay looks gorgeous. Love the light reflections on the water. That's pretty cool. That's our best wide shot so far. Let's try that again. Oh, see, the moon's gone, dude. It's going behind those clouds. Who knows if we'll see it ever again. Also, I love the way the valley looks going into those hills, into the background. Maybe we can get something like over here. Oh, the moon looks great. Let me do this really quick. I need a position in the water. Build ourselves a standing stone to shoot in. Shoot with. Oh, God, we need to get it before it goes behind those clouds. That's not bad. I'd like to pan a little bit to the right. I'd like to get whatever that other tent is on the right side of the frame. I'd like to get that fully held in there. There's nothing on that bottom left side, so I can pan to the right. But I need to also try to get that moon in focus. But let's do this first. Let's shoot this shot. God, that looks great. That's some beautiful stuff right there. I like the way that the mountainside is kind of creating that dip from the top right side all the way down, and then we follow that mountain and it comes back up. That's gorgeous. I'm going to try to get one. Let's try to get one with that moon in focus, though. So I have to tilt up, get the Sheikah slate to focus on the postcard material. Yeah. Get the Sheikah slate to focus on the moon, and then I got to whip back down to try to compose similar to this. But that it's very difficult because of how fast I have to do it. Let's try it, though. Let's try it. Tilt up, get that moon in focus, tilt down. Not quite. Let me try one more. This is actually a time when, fuck. Oh, God, no. Delete that one. Tilt up, get it in focus. Don't go behind that mountain yet. That's kind of it. That's kind of it. I don't think that feels as good anymore, though, because I think now the moon is just riding too far on the left side. Where it would have been, I think it felt best a little bit closer. Man, it sucks I didn't get a good... yeah. See, I like seeing both sides of these mountain peaks, first of all. Or at least both of them riding or creating, those are kind of creating on the right and left side of the frame. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll tell you, dude, I don't think I'm going to be able to stop doing the coastal photography after this week, man. I think we might have to do a little bit more in the next couple weeks. But maybe we can transition into doing more spooky photography. Perhaps just along the coastal areas. I don't know. Dude, this one looks great. See, here I wish I would have actually just cropped out whatever that little hut on the bottom right side that we're actually just cutting in half. I would have zoomed in a little bit more. Or pan. No, I probably would have zoomed in a tiny bit. Not pan to the left. And just cropped that little bit out. Even though here where we recompose the moon, you know what? When the moon is a crescent like this, I don't think it's as atrocious. And I'm pretty sure I've said that before. It doesn't look as atrocious for the moon to be out of focus when it's a crescent. It doesn't bother me quite as much. So maybe one of these non-deep focus shots, one of these shallower depth of field shots could maybe be okay. You know what? Let's not look into these right this second. We'll take our time to review these later. Oh, I wish there's Night Merchant was looking at me here. We'll try some more stuff with him maybe during that next night cycle. Lizalfos. I wish we shot this. This shot actually could still be pretty cool. Maybe we'll go get a Lizalfos completely in the water. There's something very magical about that infinite look to the water that this Lizalfos is standing in, but we lost the light that I really liked. These Lizalfos shots, I actually freaking delete these. Wait, let's make some room. These ones, there's the 3 choo-choo that we really wish I would have gotten some more time with, but that's okay. These shots looking through the trees, these did not come out. It just doesn't feel right. Maybe at night or something. We'll try that. We'll look into that shot again. Thought there would be something cool we could do with that frame that those trees are creating, but at least that example didn't work. Yeah, these Lizalfos shots are kind of boring. I did not have much enthusiasm shooting this guy. Again, because it's like we've been seeing that same coastal spot, that same stretch of beach, Clarinet Coast right there, that we, for the past couple weeks, I'm so bored with it. My fault. Nobody's fault but my own. Okay. Plenty of cool stuff, though. What else could I say I could delete? I mean, do I want this choo-choo shot? I mean, not really. No. We don't want this Lizalfos shot. No. And then we still now have 12 shots, and that's our last, whoops, that's our last shot we got with the moon for now. Also, we should try to go get the crescent moon over Eventide Island at some point, maybe. That would be nice. Dude, maybe this shot would have been... Here's what would have been the good shot, and we'll do this. We'll try this again. Is that a rock circle? No. We'll try this again when the moon pops up on the next cycle, but it might be a kind of a cool shot to get closer to this pier. Perhaps. So that kind of becomes a nice element in the frame. And then to have the moon above like that, right above us, that could be pretty cool. So maybe we'll try that one. Perhaps. Something like this. Using that pier a little bit more, maybe. Maybe that could be fun. Save that for now so we have our reference materials. Although I also would, now that I'm this close to that boat, it's like, well, I want the angle on the boat to look good. Dude, the music here is just, this is really hitting me. This is good shit. These little steel drums or whatever. Yeah, so that's kind of like the angle for the boat and the pier. But then we kind of lose because of how big they're becoming in the frame. Maybe what we'd want to do is have this same direction to face them, but just from a little bit further away. And we're kind of missing that sunrise. But something like this, when that moon's up overhead there, that could be really fun. Okay. Missing that sunrise, Paul. What can we get on this side of Lurelin? Ooh, got that sunburst going across the mountain. Let's get this boat. Let's get this boat. Little single shot of this boat. And the pier, maybe. I wanted that flare, or I wanted the sunburst in there going across the edge of the mountain, but we lost it. Let's check out this vantage point from up here, just see how this looks really quick. Which also, does your climbing gear make this faster? I think it does. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll do our obligatory self-portrait from up here at some point. Oh, there's a flying V. 2 of them. Holy shit. Double flying V self-portrait. Let's do the self-portrait now. 2 flying Vs between the torches. I'm into it. And then we have that accomplished. First double V self-portrait. Plus, look at that background. Dude, that background looks sweet. Okay, anyway, obligatory self-portrait. We got it. Even though I'll probably end up doing another one, because I will forget that we shot it already. There's a great view of Koholit Rock on Eventide Island right there. With these little boat houses. It's like they sailed here in these boats and then they just used them as their houses afterwards. That's recycling, man. That is recycling at its finest. And there comes the shadow of the mountainside. It's a flying V. Seagull, dude! It's a good vantage. I don't think being up this high is gonna help us out unless we really want to do a landscape of just one side or the other here. Also, I did not keep my eye out for a rainbow over there. Would have been smart. That would have been smart. Oh well. Oh, look at that little waterfall back there. Okay, good scout. Good scout up here. Let's get down. I love this little entry gate here. This could be maybe some material. What are you, rock? What are you, iron shell crab? Also... Oh, that sun looks great. We started a couple things and we never finished. So first of all, we were over here doing that Korok deal. Little find the flower Korok puzzle thing. Let's go finish that really quick just so I don't forget. And then we had that Gerudo up there, and I forget what they are there for, and I wanted to go check what they're doing, because that also, we could maybe get a little Gerudo portrait. That would be kind of fun. But let's finish this off really quick. Just gotta grab these few... Ooh, look at this, dude. This is a flower. You know what? These flowers are kind of hard to come by. So let's do like a shot of this flower. Where would we want it? I kind of liked it over here. Everything's kind of getting in its way, though. Oh, look at its shadow on the ground right there. That's badass. Let's see. Maybe we just get really wide on it. Get really wide and block that kind of... What? Oh, shit. Oh, Paul, you fool. It's okay. We have one more opportunity to shoot it down here, but we got this Lizalfos who's going to try to bone me. As usual. Damn, that angle on that flower was kind of fun. It's okay. We can do, like... Nah. Nah. One more spot. We have one more location. It turns white, right, on its last... The last one to grab is always a white flower, if I'm not mistaken. And where'd it go? That was Alphos. Don't... I don't want to deal with him right now. I don't want to deal with you, sir. Let's not waste our... Whoa, oh! Look at you! Big man, blocking my shot. Good for you. Take your Boko Club. Get out of there. Okay, where's that white flower, dude? They're all heading in this direction. There's Choo-Choo. Okay, we could do like Sunny Beach Choo-Choo shot in a second, maybe. Is the flower like on a tree? Is it like on the tree? Or on top of the tree? I didn't hear where it popped up. And why are we wasting time with this? Supposed to be taking pictures. Well, you know what? I want to collect all the Koroks too, so... Bear with me. Oh, there it is. And I got it. I just didn't want it. There it is. Okay. Ooh. Oh, wait. This is maybe even better. Dude, okay. I want to save this thing if I can without freaking grabbing it. But look at this would be such a sweet little composition of the village with this beautiful white flower kind of in the foreground. I know I'm going to mess it up, though. I'm going to, like, get too close and grab it again. But I feel like that could be a really cool... That could be a really cool element. And ideally, I would have something to stand on, like, over here. So I could get a little bit more elevated. I'd want something, like, right here so I could be... above, or I mean, ideally, I'd be able to select my height. You know, ideally. But I feel like we could do something with that. That might be kind of fun. Gotta wait for the right moment, and I think during the moon cycle. Maybe we could get, like, this flower on the one side, Lurelin Village on the other. On the left. That's the right. Oof. But you really want the flower to be facing... You want that face of the flower, of course. Damn, I don't know if this is gonna... I want to leave it there, though. Either way, we're leaving it there. Play around with that composition. Once the moon pops up again. God, there's so many ways to shoot Lurelin Village, isn't there? Is there not? Maybe we'll do, like, a couple days of Lurelin, because this is going to be a while. Okay, we'll remember that. We'll remember that flower. We're going to go back to that once we have something interesting. Maybe we'll try it. We'll try it with the sun overhead, because that's going to give us an idea of where the moon's position will be, how our final composition could work out. What's up, dude? Savak, dude. The weather here is nice and warm. It's not all like that blazing heat in the desert. Are you here on vacation? Yep. As for me, you see that island over there? It's called Eventide Island. I came all the way here so I could go there. And what happened? However, it's actually hard to get there by sea. Feels like you need to grow wings to go there. Is that, what do you, oh, I think, do you end up having to fly off? Is that what you had to do? Did you have to fly off of Cape Calais and then fly down there? I thought I got there in a raft. No, I think that's true. I think I ended up flying. I haven't done that for a while. That was one of my favorite things in this game, was when we got to Eventide and you lose all your gear and you got to beat that island. You have to gather and scavenge all you can, which is scavenging and ravaging at the same time. We make up language here. We don't use language, we make it up as we go. Here, okay. And we have to go shoot that. We have to go shoot that at some point. Yeah, I'm trying to decide, like, if we're going to want to continue shooting summer photography in the next few weeks, or do we want to? Yeah, I don't know. It's already getting close to 10 now. Man, I'm slow. I feel like we haven't shot anything. It's okay. I'm gonna shoot for a little while longer. I'm probably gonna shoot out this day cycle, and then we'll shoot out the night cycle. And you know, a sweet portrait of Flavie here would be pretty nice. She's getting blocked by the shadow from that tree, though. You can see, I love how you can see the shadow move. Love how you can see my shadow. We've done a couple self-portrait shadows. Shadow portraits. Dude, this is going to be a sweet shot of her at sunset, though. Let's remember that one. I'll light her fire. Is it going to rain? Doesn't look like it's going to rain, which is nice. Or at least not in the next few hours. Let's go see where that white flower is and how that composition is looking with the sun. Where it is positioned now. Again, that gives me an idea of where the moon is going to end up. Because I'm pretty sure they follow the exact same... or a very, very similar path, if not the exact same. It's kind of fun with like the flare kind of pointing directly at... oh, the flare's gone. I think because the sun went behind that cloud. But the flare was like kind of directed right towards the flower. That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. Also, maybe do we want to light a fire and put it on the front side of the flower here? I mean, I guess we might as well drop a bundle of sticks. Light them. Just curious how that's going to end up. Ooh, but then is that fire going to annoy me? Well, it's going to light me on fire. So then... can you put it out? Yeah, you can. Awesome. Okay, where's our sun? The sun's up there. Okay, that's a good spot for the flower. It's composed right in front of that dark hillside. It's not riding into any of those palm fronds, although it's getting pretty close. Something like that would be pretty rad. If we can get that moonrise. Something like that. This is, again, this is a very bad time of day to try to get this. Look at the sky. Looks terrible. Save that one, though. I know I'm going to end up picking this thing up on accident. I just know it. See, let's just watch the sun change here. The light change in the sky. As those clouds, like, move back and forth in circles. I'm like watching the clouds shift. The clouds like shift direction and stuff all drastically. Okay, let's see. Is the sun in the frame at all here? We have the flare, but no sun. Kind of a fun shot. Let's see. Can I... What happens if you, like, bomb these sticks? I want to move... Oh, I didn't want the horse yet. That's another thing I keep forgetting to do is add the horse to the composition. Or try to add... Yeah, I kind of don't want this, No, stop it. Stop it. What am I doing? Or will these sticks go away if I bomb them? That's what I was trying to do. Yes! Ooh. Okay. That's good to know. If I could only get lower, too. I can't get low enough to... Ooh, we got a flying V right there. Okay, flying V, let that get all the way to that side, that block. Not that excited about this shot, though. Not bad. That's kind of fun. Okay, anyway, we'll shoot that at the moonrise, and then let's get... I did want to get, like I said, this shot of the Gerudo up here. I think this will be a badass shot. Looking over the beach. I want to light her fire. Not, it's not literal here. Ooh, she got scared. Yeah, dude. Ooh, flying V right there, too. Look at that pose she's in. That's great. Okay. Is she going to change, or is she just going to be frightened the whole time? No, she's good. Okay. Turn towards me, my friend. There you go. Let's get that flying V in there again. I want her whole shadow on the ground, too. Get that flying V before it goes away, Paul. Oh, I needed to tilt down. See, if I tilt down, I'm already putting the horizon. Maybe I should omit that shadow, because the horizon's falling right into the center line of the frame, which is a no bueno. Also, I'd like to add another bundle of sticks and fire just to the bottom right corner of the frame there to illuminate and fill in the shadow that she is, because she's completely backlit almost. Although I love the edge light, the rim light around her from the sun too. That's gorgeous. But let's do this. Save that shot. That's cool. Let's do our stick trick. The Salt Man stick trick. I'm going to put him right here. She's going to do another frightened... Wait, no. No, is she going to stay there? No, she'll come back. Oh, watch, she's going to... Is she not going to come back up here now, though? Yeah. Pop back up, man. Yeah. Now she's got some beautiful light, too. Oh, look at that lighting. I think I want her, like... Do I want her in front of that mountainside? I think so, because she stands out so much better against that dark backdrop. Again, not really happy about where my horizon's falling, but that's not a big... I guess that's not a big deal. Not the biggest deal. Save that one. Let's move See if there's like a good angle on her looking this direction. Well, dude, look at those mountains in the background. That's actually a pretty fun little portrait. Again, putting her... Ooh, find V again. Ugh. Terrible positioning for it. Gerudo's looking good, though. Maybe let's try to get one more shot looking in this direction. Let's do like a little bit more of a close-up maybe on her. Medium. It's going to be a medium. Or I will catch myself on fire. No, I like the wide. Okay, anyway, well, she doesn't need... We got Flavie, man. Where are you going to go? Just... I guess she walks back to the village. So let's actually get that. Let's get... Oh, look at this. Let's get a shot of her walking down the hill towards the village. Right on this ridge. How are you walking in those heels down that mountainside? How's that possible? Good profile view. Let's see how this works out. Maybe we can grab... I'd love the moon to be rising above right now so I can get a shot of that with the Gerudo walking by. Come here, crab. I'm not gonna let you go away. And where's our moonrise? The moon's rising up right now. I'm probably gonna miss a good moonrise opportunity. And get Gerudo with moonrise. Nah, she's moving too fast. Or well, nah, yeah, she's moving too fast. Okay, well, there's the moon. Let's see if she actually... Nah, we're too far behind that ridge. Sorry, pal. Let's go to this side of the village and see another crab. I missed it. There's another crab. Got it. What can we get on this side of the village with that moon rising? Well, we're going to miss our opportunity to shoot night market. Ooh, I also need to change my... I've been meaning to get myself some more stamina rather than the full hearts. We've spoken of this. What can we get on this side of the village with the moon, though? And is that what we want to spend our time shooting? Rather than maybe more night market guy. Monster market, monster merchant. Oh, the moon's already a half now, too? Ah, that went very quick. At least we got those crescent shots while we had it over the village. Because it's like now it's like, well, what? But let's go get set up. We got that white flower that we got ready to shoot. Gotta take this hardy blue shell though. Well, I am in in a bit of a time crunch here. Still have plenty of time to shoot the grab hardy blue shell. Always have time. I will always have time for the blue shells. Yeah, I don't know if it's faster to just do the swimming or am I... Wait, what? Oh shit, did the yellow flower go back up here now? Okay, so we gotta do this whole little puzzle until... Which will not take long. Get out of here, Keys. Do not have time. There's a moon. Understand. Oof. I swear, was the moon not much lower along the horizon last night? Am I crazy? Okay, that was the spot we wanted the flower, just on that hillside, kind of. Let that moon pop out. We are going to be able to hold the moon in focus here, though, which is kind of nice, because we're focused on the distance rather than any close-up object. Now, let's take one of these, put that flower in the right spot along the mountainside. Pan to the right just a little bit. Take one of those. I don't know how good that's going to be with that flower. We got that shot. Whatever. Let's just get the Korok. Let's not waste time with that anymore. Yes, I got a Korok. Yes. Bye-bye. Okay, how about... Let's be on this side again. Maybe we had that one shot with the dock in mind. We might be able to get that. We might be able to. Or at least we can get like a shot from this side. Oh, look at the moon. One more shot, dude. Getting focused. Oh! Nah. Nah. Not bad, but you know, whatever. Oh, album full? Okay. Hang on, let's delete the ones we know we're not going to want to keep. That shot's okay. This shot's okay. Shot's okay. This shot of the close-up of the Gerudo. No. I don't know. The whole little mountain that she's, the little hill that she's standing on now with those flowers completely obscuring the village. Which wouldn't be a problem if, like, maybe there's something else going on, but there's the hillside doesn't really look all that interesting. It's a cool texture, but I don't think it's that interesting. There's no real good background element there. You can see the shrine, but that is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. The flying V should have been way further away from that hillside. Give it like a little bit of separation. No, we'll delete that one. We can delete that one.
That just the tip
yes,
just
thank
got me, Odell.
you. Yeah, let's make a little bit of room. We'll shoot some sunrise stuff. Oh, I wish the merchant was turned around here, which he didn't even need to be turned because I shot the arrow close to him, and he got kind of pissed. This might be the shot of the night. I love that shot. One of these crescent moon shots over Lurelin. Got our obligatory self-portrait. Tried to get a cool shot of this little white flower. I don't know. I guess maybe that one kind of came out cool. This Gerudo portrait is that's okay. This moonrise, this is not, or this is really the moon going down now. The moon's setting behind Lurelin Village. But this is not a cool shot. The way that dock is laid out, the angle that dock is in the frames, not, I do not like that. It's not, we're not looking down the dock enough for it to create a nice little leading line into the frame, which is what we have in a shot like this. It's kind of leading you into that right side of the frame rather than just kind of like going from left to right which just does not feel as good as when it's leading you in there somewhere. Plus, that leads you to that little path, leads up to that little hut. See that person standing on the docks? That's cool. God, is that really all the shots? This shot of the night merchant turned around. We don't need that one. That's a total piece of garbage. That shot's kind of fun. We got to keep one of those. Although I want to say this second shot with the moon popping up on the left, top left side is a lot more well balanced than this first one. So we'll keep that one, delete that one. Keep that one for now. This angle looking at the village with the moonrise is nowhere near as cool as this one, in my opinion. These ones have a very two-dimensional shape and feel to them, whereas these ones, it feels like there's so much more dimension. So let's just delete this angle of those moonrise shots. Keep these ones for now. I think one of those is going to be my favorite of the night. This white flower just really, I mean, I'll keep the one with the flying V, the sunset one with the flying V. Like, maybe that's kind of cool. That one's garbage. This one's garbage. Gerudo portraits are kind of nice. I like some of those. Especially with the flying V, of course. Not sure which one I like best, though. So again, that is a decision for when we actually have a review, instead of just getting rid of with the ones we know we're not going to like and making space. This is one of the Gerudo walking down the hill. Too much sand. Look at all that foreground. Unnecessary. Here, if I had the choice, I would have been very low to the ground, tilted up more. From a similar position. I don't need to necessarily be closer to the Gerudo, but just down so that we could have looked up and seen more of the sky, omitted some of that sand, that foreground sand, which is nothing. But the view on the village looks like crap here too. A lot of the important stuff, like the shrine in the background, is getting obscured by those palms, along with a lot of the buildings. So let's just delete that one. We'll keep this white flower shot at night. That's kind of fun. At least the moon held focus. The water looks really dirty and murky there, though. It doesn't look as beautiful as I think it could at night. I think during the day you get that beautiful blue color to it. It looks a little bit more inviting. But this one, yeah, this one's garbage. This one's garbage. Moon's out of focus. Way too low to the mountain. Terrible, terrible. Okay. Yeah, that was our last shot of that moon there. And I don't think there's any other way. I think from this point... Whoa, look at the light from... The purple light from the monster merchant guy. Creating like some kind of a weird... Is that like a periodic emanation that it's doing? Or is it from... It like has to do with the angle that I'm shooting it at. Because here it's there. I move a little bit. And it kind of fades out. This is like the same thing that's happening with the rainbows, it seems like, too. We get a very well-defined rainbow sometimes. Ooh, this looks pretty sweet, though. That purple glow does add quite a lot. It adds that reflection to the water. It kind of creates a halo of purple around the card itself. You know, that's actually a pretty sweet shot. I like that one. As unhappy, I really do not feel all that happy about some of the stuff we shot tonight. Man, last Friday wasn't the best either. I didn't have like Fauxtography Friday last week felt like a little bit more of a subdued session. Let's actually watch this guy take off from up here. I think he just shoots up. As soon as it hits, what time is it now? I think as soon as it hits like 4 or 5. Actually, you know what? No, what the fuck am I talking about? Let's try to get over there and get a sunrise shot with the night merchants in the background, or the monster merchant. Look at those colors, dude. It's going to be so much beautiful color because his cart has just such gorgeous color to it. Let's take this before he takes off. Not bad. Let's try to get another one. Again, it's that vivid color. Ooh, let's put the sun right behind his cart. Maybe use some of the mountainside. No, we want more of that water on the right. Put him right in front of the sun. Oof, I do really wish I could see the bottom and top of my frame. Terrible, because I cropped the bottom of his cart. Of his balloon. Let's be down here. Let's see, he's gonna fucking bounce. As soon as we have one more shot I could get, maybe, if I freaking speed things up. That's kind of nice looking. Love the silhouette of those palm trees. Clouds look great. Color looks great. I actually like that mountainside, which that should be... yeah, that is Cape Calais. Is that Cape Calais? Yeah, it must be. Yeah. Unless it's one of these shelves that I'm seeing. Gamma Cove. Ooh, I bet there's some... I mean, obviously there's a Korok in there. There's a mining location. Gobi Shores. Yeah, and then we can watch him take off in like 2 seconds. Can workshop this shot really quick, though. Nice. That's okay. What time does he leave? I guess maybe he leaves at 6, or does he not leave if I'm here? Is that what's going on? What's up, Kilton? Ack, what are you? A Mars Attacks alien or something? Is it that time already? I need to get this show on the road. May we meet again another monstrous night. Oh, if you talk to him, he's gone. I see. I could have sworn I remember... also, let's save really quick. I haven't saved. I could have sworn I've seen his balloon just kind of like leave, like lift off and leave. Maybe I'm making that up in my head, or maybe it's just the first time you meet him. Maybe his balloon comes down. How Lion King is that little peak, by the way, right there? I mean, that's like Simba's being held up. You know, right there. Okay, let's check out... What else could we get here with Lurelin? Well, that Gerudo, let's go back to the Gerudo. The Gerudo will be walking up this hill at some point. No, we didn't like that shot, though. Why would we go back to it? I saw we get some better Gerudo stuff, which maybe we can do. Let's go shoot, like, whatever. Let's go shoot some stuff in the actual village. Whilst picking up any rock along the way for lootables. Of course. Yeah, see, look at that. That would have been one less razor claw crab I would have had on my person. And that really wouldn't have sat well with me. So I really needed it. I really needed it. I really wanted it. Look at this guy. This is a cool shot of him just chilling on these docks. Ooh, yeah, long lens. Long lens for sure. Although the light on him sucks. I think I also want him. Yeah, maybe we need him. I like that image, though. Him just standing on the water. Do we want to work this flame in there? Nah. I think that'd be too bright and vivid to draw too much attention to itself. He does need, his head needs to be a little bit above the horizon though, I think. Because if it's down... No, actually I think it works with him composed with just the water. Not liking there's that random tree branch at that top, the very top side of the frame there. No, I don't like that. We'll save it for now. So let's go down, try to frame that thing out. Oh, what's up, dude? Ah, that tree branch is still there. Delete that one. Tilt down. Let's actually push in a little. Tilt down just a tiny bit. There we go. I like that one. He needs like a little bit more light on this back side. So let's light a fire. Let's pop a bundle of sticks. Pop this bundle of sticks down. Why can I never find these things? They're at the very end. Remember that they're at the very end, Paul. Yeah, let's, well, I guess this might actually end up being a really distracting element. Oh, is it? Can it not light there? I guess I put it in a bad spot. Eat the sticks. Maybe put a... no. I think we can't get this close enough for it to make a difference on him, so fuck it. We won't do that. Let's just let the light maybe... The light might get better. It might get better. He is standing... This mountainside does create a nice shaded area for the village, but guess what? Doesn't really help us out with photos. Okay, there we go. The light is now changing, shifting off of him, so now he'll have some light on him. This will be great. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Get some light on him. There's that guy, too. I wonder if we could do something with that sentry walking by. I want all those palm trees held in the frame. I don't know why I cropped that right side out, kind of. But this palm is just really... You know what we could do with this palm? Well, first we take the coconuts. Durr. Can we cut this sucker down? I don't think I'm gonna want it here. Whoops. Yep, cut it right down like that, buddy. Sweet. Also, we are constantly... I am stressed out about how much wood I have on me, so getting more wood doesn't hurt. Okay, so those trees will not be popping into my frame anymore. That branch won't be. Get some of the sky. Now I can tilt up and place the horizon where I please. We want those palm trees to not have shaded fronds. Yeah. That is a very pleasant looking little scene. Old man just looking out into the ocean. Although, let's do this. Let's separate him from that one pier thingy. There's like that the stilt that the pier's on is kind of eating his leg away. So We'll save that one. Let's actually separate him from that. Yep, we want him to stand out from that. We can actually get the very edge of the very bottom of the pier in there too. Oh, but then his head starts getting in too close to that tree. Gotta get a good balance between those two things. Okay, car looks good. Light on the palm trees looks good. Nice, dude. That's gorgeous. I love that view, man. Him just looking out. Let's go see if maybe there's a close-up. Album full new. Okay. That's such a pleasant little view, though. Hang on a second. I want to do a couple more shots of this guy workshopping this thing. Which ones do we not like? This one's crap. We got that tree in there. This one... These first ones, the light is... This one, the light's not on him yet. This is where the light finally reached him, but then we got him stacked up with that pillar from the pier pillar, or whatever the hell they want to call it. Delete that one. This one as well, he's still getting consumed. So goodbye on that one. And then this one's nice. Yeah, see, but then... us moving this way created the direction of the pier that I don't like, because I would prefer it to have kind of, you know, like a close to a 45-degree angle into the image. That one's pretty close. I love that shot, though. Yeah, let's take a couple more of that. And then I'll wrap up for the eve. So we want him not in front of that little pillar. Maybe we get some of the sand, too. I think I like the contrast in color between the sand and the water. Look at those butterflies on the right side of the frame, too. But that also means you should probably include a little bit more of that little palm tree on that side, maybe. Oh, no! The weather's taking a turn. Damn. All that. Oh no, dude. He's gone. Where are you going, Rain? Rain, go away. I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's take a shot of this guy at least like running away, and then this be kind of a fun shot. Ooh, with that warm light from that boat in the background like this. Let's get a portrait of him. Oh. Terrible. I should have shot like 5 seconds earlier. Let's delete that one. Man, we can get a shot of him now. Here we go. Stop. Stop. Okay. Here we go. No. Don't go inside. No. I didn't know where he was heading. Oh, okay. So this is his little house. Have you taken a liking? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, now we're good. That's it, dude. Looking out over the bay from his little window. What a comfortable little hut he's got. This looks very quaint and comfortable. He's got everything he needs right there. This guy doesn't give a fuck about the rain. Oh, good, rain. I think he's being sarcastic. Can't even go fishing in this rain. I could go test my luck, though. Test your luck? Yeah. Cloyne runs a treasure chest game. Oh, yeah. I've gotten really into gambling lately, but the gambling hasn't really gotten into me, if you get my meaning. Oh yeah, don't you suppose you could spot me, say 100 rubies? Yeah, dude. If my luck fails me, you won't be able to pay you back. That's fine. Dude, I've never done this. Numar. Yeah, dude. Come back after tomorrow to hear how it went. Okay, we'll deal with that at some point. Well, you know what? Let's do like one good shot of Lurelin Village. How many spots? I have 2 more shots on my roll. Let's do one cool shot of Lurelin in the storm. I really did enjoy the view from out on the bay, so let's get back out there. See if I can catch a fish with my cryonesis too. Ah, I got one. Heh, armored porgy. Nice. Yeah, let's put those docks right where we're gonna want them. Whoops. Oof. More porgy though. A little further away. A little bit further. Kind of a cool shot. It could be kind of cool. Little bit further. Little bit further. Let's go over here more again too. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and get rainbow over Lurelin. That'd be sweet. But no. No. Yeah, I love this view from the bay right here, though. This was a great shot during that moon rise, or at least moon cycle. And now the rain's gone. So we can't even get the moon, or we can't even get the rainy. I finally want to get a picture of the rain, and it disappears. Surprise, surprise, Mosi. Well, you know what? Should we take this shot? I know I'm not going to like this. Terrible looking sky, because all we have is a nice big bright hot spot from the sun. Now, if we got some clouds to go over it, maybe we could get a cool little starburst effect and maybe a little flare coming down from the sky, add a little flavor. Look at the way the light's coming through those mountains, though. The little valley leading up to the village. Okay, that's looking cool. The clouds actually look good now, kind of. Still a real hot spot. Okay, I can pan to the left a little bit. I don't like the way the hills feel very uneven compared the right side of the frame. I would say maybe when the clouds break around the sun, we get that little flare and a starburst, dude. That was great. That added that last little bit of detail in the sky that I wanted. That's great. Also, the flares kind of going over the shrine. That's pretty rad. I could probably tilt down just a tiny bit, though. Here's what I'm looking at. I don't like the way the mountain on the top right corner of the frame is completely contained, or it's completely containing that corner of the frame. The left side, we have that breathing room leading up into the corner. I don't like that. I want it to match the right side of the frame kind of. So let me tilt down, and that'll create that little frame on the left and right side like we kind of had with the moon set or the moon shot. So tilt down maybe. Oh, full album. Okay, well, we can delete this one because I know it's not as good as this second one. And then we'll take one more shot right here. Of course, now I'm not going to remember exactly what my frame was like. We wanted to tilt down. And the sun is now not going to give us the same look. It's so cool. I do really enjoy how there's those little elements that we have to catch at just the right moment. That does make it very fun to time this out. So here's what I'm going to do next. With this last shot on the roll. First of all, let me check my frame. Okay, I could still tilt down just a tiny, tiny bit. I'm going to delete that one. I could tilt down a tiny bit. Maybe pan to the right now. Because I feel like I'm right. That edge of the pier is just, it's just feeling a little too close. So here's what we'll do. We'll wait. I'm gonna tilt down so I know my composition is set where I want it to be. Once that sun hits the very edge of the mountain, that should create one of those little starbursts. And then we might get a sweet looking flare going from the top left corner down into the village, which would be really sweet looking. Loving all the atmosphere too on the mountains and along the village itself has some really cool atmosphere going on. Okay, so deleting this one. Again, tilting down, panning to the right just a little bit. And then let's wait and see if that sun does exactly what I'm thinking. Which I think it will. Wait it out. Gotta wait it out. Okay, there's that flare. There's that flare. There's the sunburst. Let's take that shot, actually. Oh, that looks rad, dude. That sunburst will look a lot better, though, at the very edge of the mountainside. So, again, I do want to wait for it to touch that, but let's... I'll keep that one we just took. We'll delete that first one. Also, you know what? We can delete... Let's delete these gray... The gray versions of the old man on the docks. Because we have... This is the same shot as this bright one, but this is the time of day we wanted to capture it at. Or at least this has some beautiful color to it. I don't know if I would have minded this shot. Maybe at sunset, this could also be a very beautiful shot. But these grayed out ones, when it started, just before it started to rain, not as good. And then, you know what? I guess I'll keep those other ones. Okay, waiting for the sun. Let that go down a little bit more. I'm going to take one as it's in the center of that first peak there. That's kind of cool. That feels pretty well balanced. And then we'll wait. We will wait for it to hit the edge of the mountain. Because it looks like the flare is actually going to be fading, which isn't a big deal. I'm not the biggest fan of flare, but if it's going in the right direction and it's working with the composition, then it's fine. Okay, come on. Hit that mountainside. Give me one more little starburst. As soon as it hits the edge of the mountain. Right about... Ooh, no, it did not have the effect we wanted, did it? No. No, 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 no. Ooh, there's a flying V, though. So the time was not wasted waiting here to put that in the sky. Boom. Okay. Album full. Okay. You know what? Well, we got that. In fact, it might have actually been better the way we got it with the sun almost fully in the frame here like that. That's fine. I'm happy with that one. You can still see the lines from the sun star. See, like as it gets closer, if the sun star's breaking over a dark object like that, the light rays will be going through those dark spots, and that should help emphasize it. But it dissipated. The sunburst dissipated, or we just missed it. You know, I don't think I think it was in the right spot. Oh well, still pretty sweet. Still pretty freaking sweet. And we'll do a full review on these, obviously, at the beginning of next stream. But look at that. That's such a beautiful shot, dude. Talking about postcards, you know what I mean? Absolutely gorgeous. The clouds here, I like these clouds better. Well, see, look, we'll do the full breakdown next time, because I do want to wrap up, but still gorgeous. Okay. Well, first of all, let's save so I don't lose whatever we just shot that I hadn't saved yet. And we'll come back. I know I was saying like this is the last day of summer photography. We'll do more. I don't know why I feel like we can't continue on. That is a restriction of my own design. Because I think what we'll do is that we'll at least shoot out this edge of the coast. And then maybe we'll do Eventide Island. Because that'll be at least another 2 weeks of shooting right there. And then we'll save this whole eastern side of the coast. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe we'll walk up and see how it feels. I think this side of the coast doesn't feel as summer-like. And I mentioned that when we were talking about doing all summer type stuff at the beginning of the summer and what the vibe was we were going to go for. I think I had mentioned that this side of the coast does have a little bit more of a spooky type feeling to it. It's a more treacherous part of the coast, or at least that's what I kind of remember it being. I haven't been up here for a while, but like these islands are very treacherous feeling. It's just a very, like, there's a lot more jagged areas, I want to say, to a lot of these coastal sides. But like that looks like a little beach. Like I don't remember there being as many like white sandy beaches on this side of the map as I do remember down here, but I could be completely wrong. Again, because we haven't really I've not visited these spots for a long time. But either way, we will not. We still got to shoot. We barely shot Lurelin Village at all. I really want to get out here to Cape Cresia, and I really want to get to Eventide. So it's not like I'm gonna stop. We'll continue going down the coasts. I can't just leave them hanging. They need to be photographed. Okay. Anyway, quick review. What did we do today? What did we shoot today? You know, I'm usually pretty bummed. Like, I feel very disappointed with what we get until I look back, and then I'll be like, okay, I guess we collected some good stuff. I guess we got some cool shots. We did achieve a really cool. Hang on, we'll go from the most recent. We'll go back. So we got our sunset over Lurelin Village. Really love this shot. This shot is actually really cool. Definitely one of the cooler shots of tonight's selection of images. Definitely this one, the starburst looks a lot more vivid than this one, because the hot spot kind of went down a little bit around the sun and allowed that starburst to really stand out. And we have that pretty cool looking flare going across from the sun setting to the village itself. So I think that's a very fitting, like I was saying, not necessarily the biggest fan of flare. It doesn't always work out. It's really a case-by-case basis if the flare is going to look good or not. And I think in this case, I think it works. So love that one. Same shots. We did our little standard time lapse, standing in the same spot type of shot. Really enjoy this imagery here with the old man just kind of standing on the docks looking out over the water. This is really cool. The color here is very beautiful. We caught this just before the rainstorm came in. I do wish, like I was trying to compose for before the storm really started brewing up. I just wish I got a little bit more of the sand along the right bottom corner where the dock meets the water there. I think that could have added, or it felt like that was adding a little bit that we're missing, because there's just that added like a little bit more of a foreground object, because as I've always said, I do like it when there's at least 3 steps of depth in the image. And here it feels like the dock itself is closer to a middle ground object, and then everything else in behind it is kind of the background object. And so if we had a little bit of sand leading up from the bottom right of the frame into the dock itself, it would have added that one more layer of depth. Also, kind of wish that the sail from the raft. Actually, I just kind of wish the raft was more visible. It's kind of cluttered with the dock itself, so it doesn't stand out as much as it could. And then it's also getting complicated with those trees that it's sharing a space with in the sky. And if it was actually just posed directly in front of the blue sky, it would have stood out a little bit more. That's not the worst thing in the world, but really like that shot. Gorgeous scene. It just this one has an aesthetic to it that I very much enjoy. We did some monster merchant shots, sunrise shots. These came out pretty sweet. I don't know which one I'm gonna like more. We'll go over the specifics of that next time. I'll probably tell you right now, it's probably gonna be this one, because the color is absolutely fantastic. There's no hot spot from the sun rising up too much yet. But you know what? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next time. I actually really like this shot of the monster merchant again. This is getting closer to the spooky vibes that we're going to be trying to emphasize as we head into fall. But I think it's a good transitory type image. Still got some beach in there, but we got the spooky purple-ish color. Why is purple such a spooky color? I'd love to know why psychologically, why we all feel. Lurelin Foes are pretty stunning. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like them, because again, like I said, I don't know, I always feel pretty disappointed. Like while I'm shooting, a lot of the time, I start to feel pretty disappointed until we look back. So I love the positive feedback. That makes me feel a little bit more confident about this stuff. I love that shot. We tried to get this shot of this little flower, the Korok flower. What are these called? Korok flowers. And I just found another. Holy shit. Okay, I have a lot more mosquito bites than I thought, because I'm getting itchy. If you're on my Discord, or wait, no, I mentioned that on my buddy's Discord. Never mind. I got bit by a shitload of mosquitoes the past few days. It sucks. Anyway, beautiful white flower from the Korok's little puzzle. Looking over Lurelin Bay there, and the moon just going overhead. I'm not the biggest fan of the moon when it's half moon like that. I was really glad we got those crescent moon shots, which we'll look at in a second. I was really hoping we get some really cool stuff with this flower thing, but I think it just was not, it was not in a good position for me to line it up with the rest of the composition. It just didn't feel like I had as many options as I would have wanted. That has a lot to do with my camera height, how high I can be to the subject. I'm kind of at the will of the whatever objects I have to stand on, or the elevation in just the geography of the area where I can place myself above or below whatever subject. There's no way for me to really key that in. Anyway, still a cool shot, and that did remind me that we could maybe do some cool stuff with those flowers as we find them. We also had some treasure chests in the water that we never got around to, so maybe we'll do some more of that later. Ideally, what I was thinking was grabbing one of those treasure chests, bringing it up to the Gerudo's position up on top of this hill, because that's just such a beautiful view overlooking the ocean with that little fire pit. And if there's a treasure box sitting right there, would really add to those little gold accent colors on the Gerudo. And we can kind of workshop this. I feel like this composition could use a little bit of work. I do like that shadow on the ground. But then that was creating kind of a weird placement on the horizon. We did get 2 flying. Did I know that we had 2 flying Vs in this one? I don't know if I saw both of those. There's 2 flying Vs up there, though. One kind of in the very central top part of the frame and one on the very left top corner of the frame. Holy shit, dude. I have like 5 mosquito bites all in the same exact spot on my foot, and it's really starting to itch. I gotta go get some cortisone? Okay. I got so racked by mosquitoes, dude. It sucks. Anyway, cool shots. I love this Gerudo's position, and we will workshop that a little bit maybe next time. We tried to light a fire. This one, we had that secondary fire lit, which gave her that awesome light along her right side. A little bit of fill. And you look at those abs. That really helped emphasize the abs of this Gerudo. They got abs, man. They also have hammer jammers. Awesome. Here she's scared of the fire that we just lit because we shot a flaming arrow at it. Again, this was a try to get that white flower shot. Try to get that to look gorgeous, which, I mean, it's okay looking. I think also it's hard to tell. You don't have any kind of idea of the scale of that flower. I think it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. And again, also just the position where I could position it in relation to my position, where I could position it in the frame was just dependent on where I could move around that rock that it was on top of. I couldn't adjust my own height in a position of my choosing. If I wanted that flower to be higher in the frame, I had to go lower on the rock. And if I wanted to be closer to the flower, I had to get on top of the rock. So I had very limited options. But we got that flying V in there. That's kind of cool. Our obligatory self-portrait with 2 flying Vs. That might be a first, at least for the self-portraits. We got this shot is not going to be a keeper. That's definitely going to, it's not a bad shot, but I mean, this exact shot could look a lot better at a different time of day. It's just very devoid of detail in the sky. Overall, kind of a gray, muted tone to the whole scene, except for those color pops from that boat's light and those little lanterns around the village a little bit. But that shot could be much better at a different time of day. And then we got the moon rising over Lurelin Village, or at least the moon over. I don't know if it's technically rising here. In fact, it might also already be going down at this point. But beautiful crescent moon over Lurelin Village. Really happy that we at least caught that bit of the crescent moon for this shot, because the next night we already had half of a moon, and that ruined that beautiful crescent shape. And then we got some of the Monster Merchant with the crescent moon. Again, kind of getting ourselves into the fall, spooky, Halloween type vibe that we'll be going into, or at least trying to get some cool Halloween type vibes over the next couple weeks. And that's where we left it. I guess that was the first shot. The first shot that we kept was crescent moon going over... why can I not think of that name? Cape Calais. Crescent moon over Cape Calais, and the Monster Merchant down on Corn Beach. Awesome. Not sure if I'm going to like... I mean, this one, the composition feels very off balance, just because of the moon being on the same side as that monster cart, or the monster balloon. Whereas this one feels a lot more well balanced, because we have both bright objects opposite each other in the frame. we'll get into the detail about that next time, of course. Okay, and so what is the Pro Snap pick of the evening? I'm going to say it's got to be one of these moon... Well, let's see. Let me just double check. Make sure I'm not being crazy. It's either the moonrise or the moon over Lurelin or the sunset over Lurelin, I would think. Yeah, I'll give it to the moon over Lurelin. I like these shots a lot. I don't know which one, though. That's the problem. I don't mind it if it's out of focus because of the crescent shape. That really does make the crescent okay with me. Or I mean the blur okay. If it's a crescent-shaped moon, I think it still reads pretty well, even if it has that slight blur to it. I would still prefer it to be in focus, but... and this one, it got a little bit too far to the left side of the frame. So I'll give it to this one. This one we had, I think, I held all the elements because I was looking at that bottom right hut on that bottom right corner. I was either cropping it out too much in some of the shots, or the moon got too far to the left side of the frame. And this one, we kind of got it just perfect. Although then the mountain on the left side of the frame starts to bug me. Like, I want to see that peak on the left like we have it here, but then in this one, it's going all the way up to the top, or at least you're not seeing that peak. Either way, I'm going to give it to this one. I still like this shot a lot. Even though maybe I like the overall... Even with that hut missing, it actually feels like a better composition here. And the moon's in focus. Maybe that hut's not as important as I thought. Yeah, I'll say it's this one. Pro Snap pick of the night. Moon just going down. I'll say it's just going down because I'm pretty sure it basically is descending here. Crescent moon just going down over Lurelin Village. I like that shot. Pro Snap pick of the night. Sweet. Okay, let's save. My album's full. I know. I know, my friends. Awesome. Well, hopefully I made up for being late to the stream. Well, I was late, and then I was late on being late because I said 8. And I think we got on later than 8 anyway. I hope that was fun and enjoyable and entertaining for everybody. You know, I was a little disappointed while we were shooting, but I you know, now that we've reviewed, I'm a little bit more happy with what we got. But kind of a lackluster final summer stream, in my opinion. But we're not gonna, like I said, I was thinking that we would. Thank you very much, Sawman. Thank you. I was thinking this was going to be like the last of these coastal areas that we shot, which maybe it's still, we'll see how I feel next week, but I'm pretty sure we'll continue doing a little bit more of at least this southern side of the coastal region of the map. We're going to shoot Lurelin Village a little bit more next time, I think, and then maybe we'll just head over to that final southern beach area. What's that spot called? Wait, hang on a second. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but Cape Crazy. Yeah, maybe we'll do Cape Crazy, Ahsoka Point, and maybe Eventide Island before we actually wrap up the beach stuff that we've been doing. But we'll see. Subject to change. I just know that we're gonna want to go into spooky time, fall, Halloween type imagery in at least the, you know, once we get into October, definitely. But I don't know, maybe with the last couple weeks of September, we'll keep doing our coastal stuff. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. I thank you all very much for being here and being a part of this. Y'all make it happen. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so thank you. Let's do some socials. Obviously, if you're new to the stream and you enjoyed that and you like photography and you like video game stuff and you like video game photography stuff, you've found the right place. This is what we do. This is the main thing we do here is shoot photographic content type stuff in games, or at least we try to shoehorn in some sort of photographic twist to whatever game it is we're playing. In Zelda, we can actually shoot photos, and that's really fun. In Fallout, we can shoot photos, and that's really fun with an actual camera item, not necessarily just the photo mode, but we utilize both methods whenever the game has the possibility. And we, if we can't actually shoot, or we're not actually shooting in the game, we're doing something like collecting the photographic items in the game, or finding some sort of photographic element that the game has and talking about it, workshopping it, and stuff like that. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, obviously the best thing you can do to support the stream, if you want to help us out, is to hang out here, follow the stream, come hang. If you're seeing this on YouTube, obviously subscribing and watching the stuff on YouTube is very helpful as well, which I will say, every stream that we do is available for your on-demand viewing pleasure on YouTube, along with some sweet clips from each stream. So if you don't want to spend 3 hours watching the streams, or you don't have time to come hang out and you just want to see the best shots we've taken on the stream, we have those little clips up on YouTube, as well as TikTok. TikTok is another great place if you just want to watch some abbreviated clips. So check those out if you so desire. And on YouTube, what we are actually working on every time we do these streams, we are working on a nice roundup video describing the photography in this particular piece of media. And those videos will end up on YouTube when we are ready. Like I said, every time we're doing a stream, we're kind of building what we want to say about it, learning the ins and outs, learning the little tricks that we can utilize to help add more light. Like Saltman loved to teach me learning how to use those little bonfires to add some light, using the fire arrows, things like that will be useful photographically speaking. We're learning all those little methods, and all that will be detailed in photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then we have a lot of cool other pieces of media. I have TV shows, I have movies, I have some like musical, photographic type content. A lot of things I'm working on. And it's all in the photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild, photography in X-Files, photography in Star Trek. Like I have a lot of these little videos I'm working on. All that will be on YouTube. So if you like this kind of photographically oriented content, obviously like and subscribe any video, of course. But no, just follow YouTube and keep your eye on that if you're interested in those type of videos. And all the other shit is kind of self-explanatory. Patreon, obviously, if you want to help support the stream, check the Patreon out. We'd very much appreciate any support. Your donations help build the darkroom here, help build us up, help the darkroom grow a little bit, and help us continue on with what we're doing. And I do very much appreciate all my patrons. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all my followers, subscribers here. Thank you all very much. Take care. Take pictures. Don't lose your dinosaur. I'll be back tomorrow for Photography Friday and Fallout. I'll be doing the same thing, 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. Having some drinks, taking some pics, having some fun, blasting some fools. I don't think there's anything special going on this weekend, really. So, I mean, there's a new season started in Fallout, and there's a new patch, and there's some cool new stuff. But we'll probably just do a standard fly-by-night, fly the enemies at night type photography, flying enemies in the air and shooting them in compromising positions. So yeah, I'll see everybody then if you can make it. If you can't make it, just enjoy your weekend. Okay, have a great weekend. Enjoy it to its fullest. Everybody deserves to have a good weekend. So hope y'all at least do that. But hope to see everybody tomorrow. I love you all. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. Goodbye, all. Let's do outro. Love you, Gare. Let's do a snack, yeah. Snack you all. Yeah, really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. Peace. You son of a bitch. I love you, Gary. Take it easy, people. Bye.